don't tell anybody yet until you get confirmation by the doctor.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's week 13.
But I'm pretty sure if Ashley said those are very accurate, then I'm pretty sure she's going to say the same thing. Because those things, sometimes they would lie, but I don't think the digital one would.
Yeah, but they're both the same.
Yep.
Result.
Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Gonna have to go walk the Sis. They said walking's good too, so we'll do a little walking today.
Hi everybody, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and Charles, we
Because
take
if
a
I
look
keep
at this
that frozen,
Charger
we
club
can
entering
just
play
use
here.
the
Things
other
haven't
water
gone
that we get
exactly
from
according
7
to
before
plan
the
to this
match.
point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to
I
think about a
know.
turnaround.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
That's nice.
Something's got to give in this one, right?
It's
Both
not
teams
that
want to
cold out
start a new
anyways.
streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 92 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He'll try and run it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Joe Reed returning. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
What?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to get just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Oh, freaking guys. Come on, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Second down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Nice.
Muscle him here as he pulls it in. 33 yards that time. Yard line.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Newton on first down. Throw caught here by Bird. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little. Like crazy, look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Steps away.
Good job.
Anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Oh, could have intercepted that.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Down and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Why did you cut the route
right
for?
there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running out of the gun with White. And they near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with White. And he's over
And
the
they got
line
the
and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try and run it with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? Herbert has it knocked free. And the Patriots have it. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Randy Bullock lining up for the
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
at their own 20.
LA set to take over again on offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's airing it out for Williams. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
3-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
11 yards there, 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
By Stephon Gilmore.
Herbert back to the air. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Newton. His throw incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They defer to White out of the shotgun and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now this throw caught left side. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw over the middle taken in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe.
That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Newton got a man open. That's Harry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton rolling to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion. A really good pickup.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. Oh, Herbert, his 3rd interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Edelman with a shiftiness. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Play action. It's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On second down, here's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert going to try and run. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's got another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
They start to drive with White. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Opting to run again here with White. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
3 on the play. First down, New England.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
To James White.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. From the 50, Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
22 yards. First down, Patriots.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's White. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On third down, a run from White. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Patriots 38, Chargers 17.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Reed returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
36-yard line.
Now Newton to Michelle on the screen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Flush to his right, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one through the uprights and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. To the air again, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Herbert back to the air. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dietrich Wise able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Herbert now on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon in there to drop him, at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.